Let's face it, right now, you're like a hamster on a wheel, running as fast as you can, but never getting anywhere. It's like what you want is always one step ahead, just never within reach. And what people fail to tell you is that the more that you chase it, the further away that it actually gets. The more you try to control the outcome, the more resistance ends up building up. It's like trying to catch the wind with your bare hands. What if instead of chasing, you could stand still in the knowing that what you desire desires you even more, that it is done now. The shift you need isn't in doing more, adding more, it's in how you feel, what you think, and what you allow. So in this video, we will be uncovering some incredible truths from this book, Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland, and delving into techniques to help you get from wherever it is that you are to where you deserve to be. So I actually read this book a few years ago, and I'm rereading it again with a fresh set of eyes because every single page is like gold dust. It's magical, but you really have to focus. It's a big book. It's going to take me a second. But as I am dissecting it, I'm also going to be sharing any insights with you guys as well. The shift that we're going to be talking about today might actually come as a surprise to you. But first, I would like to give a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning platform that offers thousands of classes for creatives, entrepreneurs, and lifelong learners. Skillshare's unique approach is centered around learning by doing, which is everything we do on this channel, meaning that most members are encouraged to complete a project in order to progress to the next level. There's a course that I will be beginning on branding and design to help me revamp my social media presence, but there are tons of courses for any single thing that you're looking for, whether that's productivity, whether that's entrepreneurship, whether that's even growing your YouTube channel. Whatever it is that you are looking to learn, Skillshare has it all in the most unique way. And the best part about it is that you can learn at your own pace. If that's something that you've been looking to master, you are in for a treat because the first 500 people to use the link in the description actually get the first month for Skillshare for free. So use this to the best of your abilities to build that business, to start that hobby, whatever it may be, Skillshare has got you. So one of the biggest takeaways is to stop overvaluing what it is that you desire, because that actually creates resistance. When you overvalue something, you create an invisible barrier that actually ends up pushing it away. Think, for example, when a stock is overvalued, what ends up happening? An influx of sellers come into the market, just like the 2008 crash, right? The housing market was completely inflated and it was standing on nothing. It was like building a house on sand, right? So the key is to stop inflating the importance of what it is that you want. And I want to draw a kind of sketch here to show you what I mean. So what reality transurfing is talking about is we have this line here, okay? I don't know if you can see it here. And essentially we have our desires. We've got a car, SP, business, money, whatever, right? And this is on top of this line. And over here, you have inflated the importance of this desire so much that it's all the way up here. It's on a pedestal, right? And in order to get what it is that you want, these desires have to come down here. And what's down here? What's down here is something as simple as answering the door to the delivery man or picking up the post from your front garden. Something that we can all do and we can all agree is extremely easy to do. It's very natural to answer the door to Deliveroo, at least for me, about 16 times per day. It's very natural to go and pick up the post, right? It's very easy to do that. There is no importance, there is no significance to do that. It's just a normal day. I'm going to order a coffee. It arrives, you open the door, it's there. There is no emotional attachment to what is happening. And the sooner that you are able to bring your desires down here and reduce the importance of this and this and this and this, that is when it becomes real for you. And this is the difference I see in people that get what they want, people that don't. And I actually want to do a video on this because I think it's super important, but drop a comment down below if you would like that video. Why people get what they want, why people don't. Because when people come to you in that desperate state, where do you think they are on this line? Are they above or below? There is so much importance, there is so much desperation, there is so much emotional attachment to how it should happen. There is so much a need to control how it's going to happen and when it's going to happen, and it needs to happen right now, that there is no room for how easily things can actually come to you and how quickly things can come to you when you remove the importance and come down here. And I think when I've seen people get what they want and have extraordinary success in a very short space of time, it's just very natural. Yes, I get what I want. Yes, the money's rolling in. Yes, I'm going to pick up the post. They're all synonymous with each other. There is no emotional attachment. It just is who they just are, who they say they are. And there is no desperation. There's no immediate need for change right now because they already are the change. Without that tension, opportunities are able to flow again. But when you are so tight, oh my God, it needs to happen, there is no room for growth. There is no room for, the flower to grow because it isn't getting the water. It isn't getting the sun. It isn't getting the nutrients that it needs. It isn't getting the right temperature. It's like, you will thrive under my circumstances. It's like trying to, grow a garden in Iceland. Like, just how can you in these frosty environments, how can it thrive? And that's why we do everything with love. That's why we drive out that darkness with love, because hate cannot survive when it is surrounded by love. The darkness cannot thrive when there is light. And so what you want to be asking yourself about these desires is, how possible is it? How comfortable does it feel? It wants to be as comfortable as answering the door to the delivery driver. It wants to be as effortless as going to pick up the post. How believable is it that you can go and answer the door right now to Deliveroo? And so how do we begin to do that? Through repetition. Through staying true to the unseen. By stopping asking all of these questions. Am I doing it right? Is this... Just do the work. Just loop your affirmations. Just do the meditations. Stop looking out. Has anything changed? No. Why? Because you haven't changed. What you're doing essentially is like answering the door to Deliveroo and then saying, where's my order? You've got it in your hand. So when you're constantly looking out, where is it? Who is it? When is it coming? Why haven't I? It's desperation. And here's another thing, is that this line, you see this line here? Perfectly drawn line. Picasso could never. See this perfectly drawn line? By the way, it doesn't fucking exist, okay? It never did. We are creating this line. We are creating these barriers. We are creating this resistance, but it's not there. It's not there. Okay, so this separation that you believe that you have from the very thing or the very person that you want doesn't exist. It is here now. And if it was here now, what would you be doing? I'd be relaxed. I'd be calm. I'd be at peace. I'd be at ease. You wouldn't be frantic like, and sometimes, when you are getting yourself out, say you're working as a waiter, or say you're working whatever it may be, and you want to be an actor, or you want to, be a producer, whatever. Initially that time of you working as the waiter, when you are working as that waiter in your mind, I am the best goddamn producer Hollywood has ever seen. When you are, washing dishes, I don't know, whatever job people may have, and you're thinking about that property business, I am the biggest property mogul that, New York has ever seen, wherever. Hi, New York, miss you. I obviously miss New York. I am the best property mogul to ever do it. Every single time you're doing the daily actions of, the 3D right now, in your mind, you're living in that end. And let me tell you, go and loop an affirmation right now without a counter. Go and loop an affirmation. I promise you in 5 seconds, you've forgotten. Your mind has gone elsewhere. We can't focus. We have no focus. And so that's why these tools are in place. That's why I give you all of these things to do in order to stay disciplined to the end. Stop asking questions. Stop asking, when is it going to come? Stop asking, how is it going to come? Stop focusing on the how and focus on the what. What is it that you desire? What is it that you are craving? Okay, and start showing up in that way. That's really what we want to be doing. So I trust this video helped you manifest. I'm very excited to finish this book and begin sharing all of the insights from this book. It's a long way to go. It's a big book. But the thing is that it kind of, with the reality transurfing, is that there's all of these rules, there's these pendulums, and there's all these intricate, complex ideas behind it. And so some of it I'm reading and I'm just like, I don't really want to be believing that, you know, what you believe comes true. So it's like, that's saying, you know, if you have a pendulum and like this person will, I don't really want to be believing that, because the more that you believe that, the more that will be true for you. So there's certain things I'm taking and then discarding the rest, but I will read the whole thing and dissect it and, you know, take the best bits and create even more magic with you guys. So I trust this video helps you manifest. You are worthy, you are loved, I love you, and thank you.